Good morning and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for standing by, and welcome to the Yunji's first half 2025 earnings conference call. With us today are Mr. Shanglu Zhao, Chairman and Chief Executive Officer, and Mr. Nan Song, Senior Financial Director. As a reminder, this conference call is being recorded. Before we start, please know that this call will contain forward-looking statements within the meanings of the Private Securities Litigation Reform Act of 1995 that are based on the company's current expectations and current marketing operating conditions and relate to events that involve known or unknown risks, uncertainties, and other factors of Yunji and its industry. These forward-looking statements can be identified by terminologies such as will, expect, anticipate, continue, or other similar expressions. For a detailed discussion of these risks and uncertainties, please refer to the company's related documents filed with the U.S. SEC. Any forward-looking statements that the company makes on this call are based on assumptions as of today and are expressly qualified in the entirety by cautionary statements, risk factors, and other details of its filing with the SEC. The company does not undertake any obligation to update these statements except as required under applicable law. With that, I will now turn it over to Mr. Shanglu Zhao, Chairman and CEO of Yunji. Please go ahead, sir. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen. We seem to have disconnected with our speaker. Please hold while we reconnect. Ladies and gentlemen, we've reconnected with our speaker line. Please proceed with the presentation.
大家好，欢迎来到云集2025年上半年财报电话会，感谢大家的持续关注与支持。
Hello everyone, and welcome to Yunji's first half 2025 earnings call. Thank you for your continued interest and support.
过去半年，我们始终铆定有机健康的战略方向。尽管整体市场环境下消费者信心不足，导致公司整体收入略有回落，但我们坚信，坚持有机健康是正确的战略选择，也是云集未来发展的重要契机。
Over the past 6 months, we have remained firmly anchored to our organic health strategy. While overall market conditions and a weakened consumer confidence have led to a slight decline in our total revenue, we believe that staying committed to organic health is the right strategy and represents an important opportunity for Yunji's future development.
围绕有机健康战略，我们将优浆有机牛奶作为塑造有机健康品牌形象的开篇之作。该产品上市首发销售额即达到500万元，成功将云集有机健康的品牌心智初步植入消费者认知。以优浆有机牛奶为起点，我们将逐步由点及面的铺展云集有机健康理念。
And we have a center on our strategy on organic health, positioning Youjiang Organic Milk as our flagship product to shape our brand image in this space. The product achieved an RMB 5 million in sales at launch, helping establish Yunji's health-focused brand awareness among consumers. Building on this success, we will gradually expand the concept from this foundation. Additionally, Yunjiang milk will serve as an important tool for Yunji's expansion, helping us better penetrate the retail market developed through community leaders.
此外，优浆有机奶还将成为云集拓新的重要抓手，助力我们更好地开拓社区团长的市场。过去半年，其他大单品表现同样亮眼。清然咖啡销售额突破1000万，金球益生菌销售额接近300万、700万，冻干沙棘粉、本草消积膏等单品销售额也均超过500万元。这得益于我们有机健康的战略布局加科学减肥的选品方向，这与健康中国2030中的全民健康的战略主题高度契合，因此从长远来看具备可持续性，蕴含巨大发展潜力。未来我们将持续扩大品牌影响力，全面渗透有机健康概念，不断优化产品组合。
Over the past 6 months, our other major products have also performed exceptionally well. Line Slimming Coffee achieved sales of over 10 million RMB. Probiotics Bolus reached nearly 7 million RMB, while freeze-dried sea buckthorn powder and herbal Xiangji paste each generated more than 5 million RMB in sales. This success comes from our organic health strategy and our scientific weight management product selection. Both align closely with the national health agenda outlined in Healthy China 2030, a government initiative that sets long-term goals to improve public health and healthcare by 2030. This marks our approach, sustainable in the long term and holds a tremendous development potential. Moving forward, we will continue to expand our brand influence through an integrated organic health concept and continually optimize our product mix.
素野的高性价比产品精准契合了当前大环境下消费者的消费意愿，其采用的大单品匹配高势能的推广组合的策略，在市场层面收获了积极的反馈。波斯银素颜精粹水单品首发销售额突破了400万元，下单用户中激活的沉默用户占比 32%， 包含面霜、水乳、精华等在内的波斯银系列销售额更超过了1000万元。在渠道和品牌建设上，我们积极构建公域渠道，重整天猫旗舰，与头部达人建立合作并开展带货业务，同时深耕视频号和视频号内容孵化。目前视频号成交金额已高于 92% 的同行。在拓展公域销售的过程中，我们将持续监控营销费用，不断提升费用的使用效率。
Our beauty brand Suyan offers high-value products that align closely with the consumer preferences in today's market. Its approach of combining major products with high-impact promotions has achieved positive market feedback. The Suyan Pro Xylene Firming Essence Lotion generated over 4 million RMB in sales at launch, and more than 32 of the buyers being returning dormant users. The entire Suyan Pro Xylene Firming series, including creams, lotion, and essences, generated sales exceeding 10 million RMB. In terms of the channels and brand development, we are actively expanding public domain channels, upgrading our Tmall infrastructure, establishing partnerships with top influencers for live streaming sales, and enhancing WeChat channels content. Currently, our WeChat channel transaction volume ranks higher than 92% of our peers. As we expand our public domain sales, we will continue monitoring market expenses and constantly improving cost efficiency.
健心茶疗业务正处于孵化阶段，凭借茶疗项目强劲的增长潜力与客户粘性，上半年100人的茶疗师团队建设目标基本顺利达成。高频参与茶疗项目的人员占比保持在 60% 的高位。更值得关注的是，参与茶疗项目的人群已从现有会员逐步拓展至外部高净值人群。目前通过茶疗项目开发的外部人员占比接近 15%， 为业务进一步发展开辟了广阔的空间。同时，茶疗项目将助力云集进一步塑造有机健康的形象，为有机健康产品提供优质流量入口。 2025年的上半年，有超过90%的茶疗用户购买了我们的主营商品，有效地反哺了其他健康商品的销售。
Our ginseng tea therapy business is currently in the incubation phase. Thanks to the strong growth potential and customer loyalty of the tea therapy program, we successfully reached our goal of building a 100% tea therapist team in the first half of the year, with frequent users maintained a solid 60% participation rate. More notably, participants in the tea therapy program have gradually expanded from existing members to external high net worth individuals. At present, external members in through the program account for nearly 15% of all participants, creating significant opportunities for further business growth. Meanwhile, the tea therapy program will help Yunji further establish our organic health image and provide quality traffic for our organic health products. In the first half of 2025, over 90% of the tea therapy users purchased our main products, effectively supporting sales of our other health products.
当前其实零售发展迅猛，给社区团长带来诸多的挑战。在这种趋势下，广大社区团长更倾向于拥抱私域电商，接入源头供应商。因此，在未来，我们将重点拓展社区团长渠道，将有机食品铺设至社区团长的店铺中。这不仅能为社区团长赋能，也能够让更多人更便捷地享受到我们的有机产品，最终实现互利共赢。
The rapid growth of an instant retail is posing new challenges for community retail group leaders. Under this trend, community group leaders are more inclined to embrace private domain e-commerce and connect with the source suppliers. Therefore, in the future, we will focus on expanding our community group leader channels, placing organic foods in community group leaders' stores. This will not only empower community group leaders, but also allow more people to conveniently enjoy our organic products, ultimately achieving mutual benefits and win-win results.
我的分享就到这里，下面欢迎我们的财务高级总监宋楠为大家分享财务的情况。
With that, I will hand over to Mr. Nan Song, our Senior Financial Director, to go through the financial results.
Thank you, Sunny. Hello, everyone. Before I go through our financial results, please note that all numbers stated in the following remarks are in RMB terms, and all comparisons and percentage changes are on a year-over-year basis unless otherwise noted. During the first half of 2025, market uncertainties still posed challenges to our operations. Even so, our financial position allowed us to continue advancing our strategic initiatives. We continue to assess the profitability of both new and existing business lines and make timely adjustments to adapt to shifting market conditions, ensuring we maintain a resilient financial foundation while driving ongoing improvement. Now let's take a close look at our financials. Total revenue was 158.3 million, compared to 233.8 million a year ago. Revenues from sales of merchandise were 131.7 million, and revenues from our marketplace business were 24.5 million. The changes were primarily due to softer consumer confidence and our ongoing strategy to refine product selection across all categories and optimization our supply and merchant bases, which affected sales. Despite these challenges, our gross margin remained relatively solid at 47.3%. This was due to sustained customer loyalty towards our product levels and our effective product curation strategy that emphasizes high margin, high retention categories within our integrated portfolio. Now let's take a look at our operating expenses. Fulfillment expenses decreased to 20.6 million from 42.6 million a year ago. This was primarily driven by lower warehousing and logistics costs from reduced merchandise sales, as lower personal expenses following structural refinement. Sales and marketing expenses were 50.1 million compared to 47.5 million a year ago. This was primarily due to high member management fees from growing the membership base and increased personal costs to support expansion into markets, partially offset by lower advertising expenses. Technology and content expenses were 15.3 million compared to 25.5 million a year ago. The decrease was mainly due to a reduction in personnel costs resulting from staff structure optimization. General and administrative expenses were 93.4 million compared to 33.5 million a year ago. The increase was mainly due to a high allowance for credit losses, partly offset by lower professional service expenses and personnel costs. Including the one-time allowance, G&A expenses decreased by 35.6%, reflecting the result of our expenses optimization effect. Total operating expenses in the first half of 2025 were 179.4 million, compared to 149.1 million in the same period of 2024. Loss from operation was 100.4 million, compared to loss of operating of 32.4 million a year ago. Net loss was 100.7 million, compared with net loss of 8 million a year ago, while adjusted net loss was 100.5 million, compared with adjusted net loss of 6.7 million a year ago. Basic and diluted net loss per share attributed to ordinary shareholders were both 0.05, compared with basic and diluted net income per share of nil in the same period of 2024. Turning to liquidity as of January 30, 2025, we had a total of 217.1 million in cash and cash equivalent, restricted cash, and short-term investment on our balance sheet, compared to 242.8 million as of December 31, 2024. Our liquid assets provide adequate coverage for our payable obligation. In addition, we are dedicated to making the most of our working capital and smartly managing our assets to best support our operations. To sum up, during the first half of 2025, we continued to optimize our cost structure while ensuring efficient capital allocation. We remain committed to maintaining financial discipline and driving improved profitability while supporting long-term sustainable growth. Our continued focus on loss integration, together with our commitment to efficient asset utilization, play a key role in achieving this improvement. Looking ahead, we will concentrate on continuously improve our gross margin, aiming to achieve break-even and strengthen our overall financial position with the strategic focus, where we are prepared to manage future headwinds and capture growth opportunities in an evolving market environment. This concludes our prepared remarks for today. Thank you.
That brings us to an end of today's call. Thank you for attending. You may now disconnect.